Latest situation, they were joined via Skype by Western Cape Disaster Management's James Brentstein. James, good to have you with us. What is the situation now?
Well, it remains serious. It's obviously dark at the moment, so no aerial support is possible. They were only able to provide some aerial water bombing from late this afternoon when the wind had died down a little bit. The weather conditions seem to be turning slightly more in our favor. But of course, we've been devastated by the fact that there's been 7 confirmed fatalities in the Karatara area, which is an area basically between Knysna and George. It was the location of a second fire, which wasn't part of the initial big one that blew up. And of course, every loss is one that we feel quite deeply. And we want to, just say that from our side, we express our deepest sympathies and condolences as well.
People have been told to evacuate. Is this happening, do you know? And where are they likely to go to?
So, yeah, we've been evacuating places that we believe were at most at risk. And Karatara was one of those as well. So some evacuations had been done there. I believe there's more than 200 people that have been evacuated and are being housed in the George Town Hall. The George public bus system, the Go George buses have been used to facilitate those evacuations. There's a whole system that's kicked into place to accommodate the people involved. Generally, it's in the northern parts of the George town, so the fires are coming down the mountain and being driven along by the wind. So to give you an idea, if your feet is where the sea is and your head is where the mountain is and George is where your belly button is, the fire's coming from your head towards your belly button. So all the built up areas, the furthest part towards the top where the fire is coming from is where we've been telling people to consider evacuation. In some places, we've actually told them to evacuate.
Okay, and you said a little earlier that the weather has turned in your favor. What are you expecting? How long, and I know it is a guesstimate, obviously, how long can this fire go on for? And also for those people, I know so many people want to get involved. What is your advice for them?
Okay, so the SA Weather Services provided us with a briefing late this afternoon. It does seem that the conditions will be slightly more favorable tomorrow morning. There is some slight rain that has fallen as well late this evening. But, along with the light rain comes the lightning. We've had several lightning strikes across the region, which might lead to additional flare-ups. And the big problem is the wind. If the wind picks up, as it has been the case over the last 2 days, that means that aerial support isn't possible, which has been the big problem to a large extent. A lot of smoke remains in the area, so visibility is also quite poor. So generally you have spotter planes right at the top that can tell you which direction the fire lines are moving, so you can address them, tackle them ahead of time. That's been very difficult this time around. So, yeah, there's a variety of complications. We're just hopeful that the weather conditions will remain in our favor long enough for us to really get this fire under control. What people can do, they can just have a look at social media, look at the George Municipality website as well as their Twitter handle. I think that they've been putting out details as to what people can do, where they can go if they wish to make some donations.
Okay, James Brentstein, thank you for updating us, and as always, applaud your amazing work.